Hey guys! So in today's video we have a fun new guest that I've actually been friends with on Instagram for over a year. And it's interesting, as much as we've been asked to social distance and be apart physically, this whole situation has in many ways helped me at least connect with a lot of other individuals more intentionally and on a deeper level than it was before all of this. So this is my friend Rose. So we like to share life lessons or lessons that life teaches us and just share it with other people because people just find inspiration in hearing other people's stories and stuff like that. So we just thought, hey, since we're all stuck at home, let's collect other people's lessons too. And we can share more than just our own stories because we can learn from everybody else's stories as well. So any lesson that just has had a big impact on your life.
I would say that the biggest lesson I had was during the biggest fear in my life is when I felt like the floor just kind of fell out from under me and my entire family. So I had my 3 children at home, my husband, my daughter was getting ready to go to college, my son was in the military, and my youngest one was still at home. So what happened was our plant that my husband and I both worked at offered a buyout because they were going to reduce the employees by, I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly how many, but it was going to be drastically reduced. And basically the meeting that I went to is if you didn't take this buyout, that you're probably going to lose your job anyways. Mm. So my husband and I decided to both take the buyout. On the last day, I was so scared I was going to go back, and he's like, you already made your decision, you're going to do this, so just go with it. And it was probably the scariest day of my life because that meant I didn't know what our finances were going to be like. I didn't know if we were going to make it, and it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. So basically what I did after that was we did get some buyout money, and that really didn't comfort me much because I knew what our finances were.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of hiding in the bedroom in the dark, sleeping as much as possible. But also during that time, I just clung to God. I just kept praying and believing and trying to be positive. Some of my family members came over, and that kind of helped too, just having that there, praying with me. But I would say at my worst, I was sweating it out at the grocery store. I'd go to the fruit and vegetable market. I remember just being in a cold sweat one day and you just don't know. You just don't know whether you're going to make it or not. I remember at the grocery store, I would see people with their buggies, and I would get kind of jealous almost. Like, I know they must have money if they got all those groceries in their cart. And,
Yeah.
And I had to be a little more careful, not exactly what I was used to. But I just kept believing that God is with me. He has a plan for my life. He's got a plan for your life. And through through that tragedy, well, I felt like it was a tragedy, that's the one thing it does that's so great for us. And even through this time that we're all facing right now, it's just like we are clinging to our Lord God, and He is there for us.
Right.
And so it just brings us closer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And
so even though there's all that trial and that tough stuff that's going on, there's that connection and it can bring us closer to Him. Yeah.
So we made it through, everything worked out. I was able to pay every single bill. I never had to not get groceries. I never, paid the house mortgage and paid the car payments, and I was able to make it through all of that. But all that worry that I did do as I was even clinging to Lord, believing that, He was going to be with me and He was going to take care of it all, take care of me and my family. You know, that was all a waste of time, but I learned a great lesson from that. And now that this is going on with the coronavirus, I just, it just builds more confidence, that things will be okay. It'll just be okay.
Yeah, I love it. And that energy spent worrying, if you can't do anything about it and you've done all that you can, it's kind of just a waste of energy, just like you said. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
So it sounds
Yeah.
like that experience in a little bit of a way prepared you even for this period of time, huh?
Yeah, I believe it strengthened me. It strengthened me through this whole time. I really haven't had any kind of like moment where I felt really in despair or anything like that. And I know a lot of people out there are.
Right.
And I just, I would just say to them, trust and believe that your God has a plan for you, and it'll be okay. And just keep clinging to him, keep talking to him.
Hanging out with Rose and getting to know her a little better was a lot of fun. There's a lot that you didn't see that we talked about, but it was really neat. It's kind of interesting to see that as much as we're social distancing, some of these relationships that we have are having an opportunity to get deeper, and we're able to connect a little more than we were even before all of this.
All right, Rose, let me see if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yes. Oh, I can't use my hands.
Oh,
I was trying to use I was trying to back the camera up by 6 feet. At
Oh,
least.
social
And then,
distancing?
you are the smartest girl I know.
that was easy.
That was pretty quick.
What you don't know about Rose is that she is a Nutrisystem ambassador. She's lost over 165 pounds and she's been able to keep the weight off.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You lost like 165 pounds? Is that what you?
I have over
That's
5
amazing.
years. Thank you. I really didn't think that I could ever do it. So I've lost weight in the past, like 1 year I lost 70 pounds. There's times I've lost kind of like lost and gained weight. But I started a Nutrisystem in 2016, and I was able to lose a lot of weight just by staying on the plan and eating a lot healthier, eating the recommended like vegetables and fruits.
Yeah.
And she shares a lot of those things along with how she eats and stays in shape and makes healthy choices for herself, and how you can do the same on her Instagram. I will leave the link to that in the description below.
We've got a great lesson coming up from our super talented friends. Make sure you tune in to our next episode. You don't want to miss it.
Me personally, I had a lot of like a lack of confidence of going, man, I can do something hard, difficult, even though I was telling everybody you can do something difficult.
She chewed very
Slowly, but disgustingly.